true paternity of Blue Ivy. She looks more and more like Cathy to me every day. While they try to do AI pictures to make her look more like Beyonce, caking her face up with all that light makeup to take away the dark, natural brown ramen tone that Cathy's skin is. Beautiful skin, long arms, shoulders.
Because from what I was told, Beyonce couldn't even have peeing delusions.
In 2011, Jay-Z's longtime mistress, Cathy White, was laid into eternal rest after she was about to go public with her relationship with Jay-Z. Cathy White was also pregnant at the time, and at the time that she was laid into eternal rest, that's about the same time that Blue Ivy was born. Yes, Beyonce did know about this woman, but it would have been a bad image if Jay-Z was caught in a scandal of cheating with this woman. So the lady actually reached out to Jay-Z and said that she was going to expose him. And as soon as she done that, a few days later, she was found dead under mysterious death.
Shouldn't 50 Cent be worrying about the allegations his baby mama's been throwing at him instead of jumping at everyone else's drama? Like, why is he out here spilling tea on other people's baby mama situations when his own house isn't even in order? But word is, he's not done poking around the Carter family. People are whispering that he's got some serious dirt about Jay-Z's late mistress, Cathy White, and what really went down with her and her supposed daughter. Now listen to this. Rumor has it that Cathy White was actually pregnant with Jay-Z's baby before her mysterious death. The timing was wild, too, because she reportedly passed away right around when she was said to be expecting. That's got a lot of people side-eyeing the whole situation. Before she died, Cathy was apparently contacted by a major tabloid that was digging into her connection with Jay-Z. At first, she didn't spill much, but according to insiders, after chatting with the reporters, Corey hit up Jay and told him straight up that she'd go public about their affair unless he paid her off. Not long after that, boom, Beyonce stepped out at the MTV VMAs revealing she was pregnant with her and Jay's first child. Coincidence or something deeper? And get this, Cathy passed away just 3 days later. That timing alone had people's jaws dropping. The same reporter, Liz Crocken, who'd first reached out to Cathy back in 2011, came forward again, saying she still thinks something's off about how Cathy died.
Cathy White's truth is going to be unveiled, and it's not a man, and that woman died screaming.
Anything else?
Yeah, show him the tape, Diddy, you got it.
Liz posted on X that back in August 2011, when she was a senior editor for Star magazine, her boss asked her to dig into some wild blog rumors claiming a woman named Cathy Anna White, who her friends called Corey, was secretly having an affair with Jay-Z. According to Liz, she started making calls and tried to reach Cathy at her job, but couldn't get through. Days later, Liz finally contacted one of Cathy's co-workers asking if she'd seen her around, and what she heard next completely floored her. The colleague told Liz that Cathy was gone. She had passed away. Liz went on to share that some sources told her Cathy had confided in Jay-Z, warning him that she was thinking about going public through Star magazine. Right after that talk, Liz said several blogs started buzzing about the same story, and she even managed to get a short version of it printed in Star at the time. But here's where it gets even sketchier. Liz revealed she wanted to keep digging, especially to verify if Cathy's death was really what it seemed, but her higher-ups shut her down. They didn't want to follow up, no deeper dive, nothing. Why would they want to bury a story that explosive? It already sounded shady from the jump, but things got even more suspicious when an NYPD detective confirmed that Cathy's death didn't add up. The cause of death was officially listed as uncertain, and the detective said both an autopsy and toxicology tests were ordered to figure out what really happened to her. Here's what the detective said. A 911 call came in from an apartment on 130 West 19th Street in Manhattan. An ambulance arrived and took Cathy to Beth Israel Hospital because she wasn't feeling well. That's where she later passed away. He added that it was too early to claim she died from an aneurysm, saying they'll be doing an autopsy later today to determine the real cause of death. But there's a chance someone might have given Cathy something bad.
What they did to Nas.
No,
I know what you did to Nas, Jay.
I feel like
Nas, he come out on the same weekend and this still slapping him without everybody noticing. what's going on. But that was still like, oh, so when it's coming out, my coming out.
The detective explained the toxicology test would take around 2 weeks to complete. But here's the catch. Nothing ever came of it. Even though an officer confirmed that things looked strange, the official autopsy report was never publicly released. Isn't that wild? To this day, that report never hit the media, and the case just vanished, like someone pulled the plug on the whole thing. It's almost as if powerful hands stepped in to bury every detail, both about her mysterious passing and her alleged affair. Somebody clearly didn't want the truth getting out, and they made sure of it. So let's talk about that supposed aneurysm and the pregnancy rumors tied to Cathy, because this part gets even messier. There have long been claims that Cathy was actually pregnant with Jay-Z's child, the same baby the world knows as Blue Ivy. Crazy, right? People have been saying for years that Beyoncé didn't actually carry Blue herself and that she might have used a surrogate. That's why the whole pregnancy timeline looked rushed and out of sync, according to the rumors. The story goes that Beyoncé's team allegedly hurried to make a baby announcement because Cathy was pregnant around that same time, and she's the one some claim was really carrying Blue. On top of that, there have been whispers that Beyoncé has had trouble carrying a pregnancy to full term, and that's supposedly why she might have gone with a surrogate with Blue while pretending to be pregnant herself. And let's not forget that viral clip from back in the day when Beyoncé sat down for an interview while she was pregnant and her baby bump appeared to fold as she sat. The video had everyone talking. Later, Beyoncé said it was just a fabric folding and that the whole rumor was ridiculous. But even after her explanation, a lot of people still believe that something about that pregnancy just didn't add up. Now, let's get into why 50 Cent might be dropping all this messy tea, because trust me, it's not coming out of nowhere. Jay-Z and 50 have never been cool like that. Their tension goes way back, and things really blew up when G-Unit exploded into global fame, even knocking Jay-Z off the top spot on Forbes' Hip Hop Cash Kings list back in 2008. That move bruised some egos for sure. And if there's one thing everyone knows about Sean Carter, it's that he hates not being number one. Around that time, he did an interview with Rolling Stone where he didn't hold back. He accused Jay of mistreating Rockefeller artists like Beanie Sigel and Freeway, the same artists 50 said he tried to help. According to 50, he's got a king complex. He thinks it's Jesus, you know what I mean? This Jehovah-ish. Then 50 added, he said something one time I didn't like, those little subliminal shots. That's the punk way to handle things. Ouch.
Sean Carter delete his mistress, his pregnant mistress, because his wife was jealous. Oh, could it be possible that maybe his wife is just a little worse than most people, and maybe he just had to clean it up?
But 50 didn't stop there. He's thrown plenty of shade at the Carters over the years, calling them backstabbers and accusing them of playing dirty in the industry. At one point, he even blasted Jay and Beyoncé for allegedly trying to sabotage Nas by dropping their own project right when Nas released his album. That's some serious industry drama, petty, powerful, and way too personal. By the time 2022 rolled around, it was crystal clear. There was no saving the tension between Jay-Z and 50 Cent. Their relationship was done for good. Word on the street was that Jay straight up tried to block 50 from shining by purposely leaving him out of the 2022 Super Bowl halftime show commercial. Yeah, that move didn't go unnoticed. 50 later spilled all the details during his interview on Big Boy's Neighborhood. He said that rapper N.O.R.E. personally told him how it all went down. Eminem himself had pushed to get 50 included in the lineup. According to 50, Eminem told the organizers point blank that if 50 wasn't performing, he didn't want any part of it. Now that's loyalty. Ever since then, 50's been on Jay-Z's neck non-stop. And if you've been paying attention lately, he's doubled down ever since Diddy's legal drama started blowing up online. He even liked a comment that said a documentary on Jay-Z should be next. It's giving major your turn's coming energy, and 50 looks more than ready to stir up that pot again. You know what question people still can't stop asking when it comes to Jay-Z? What really happened to Cathy White? And was Diddy mixed up in it too? Because the streets have been buzzing with talk that Jay was allegedly seeing Cathy on the side. Now here's where things start getting wild. Rumors of Jay and Cathy's relationship first took off after Cathy, who friends called Corey, and Claudia Jordan were spotted hanging out with Jay-Z and Diddy at Tayal nightclub in Las Vegas back in 2010. The group was there to catch the Floyd Mayweather versus Juan Manuel Marquez fight, and sources say Jay went all out for the night. He reportedly dropped a cool $2,500 on a pair of Louis Vuitton heels for Cathy to rock that evening. Talk about expensive taste. But that's not all. Insiders claim Jay told Corey to bring a few girlfriends along, just to make it look like nothing was going on between them. Smooth move, right?
Cathy White. I found this one particularly interesting because it was all shades of messy. Around 2010 and 2011, rumors of Cathy being in a relationship with Jay-Z were spreading like wildfire. Rumors only got stronger. She was spotted at a party with Jay-Z and Diddy at a club. The club parties seemed to confirm that the rumors of the affair, and listen, the tabloids went off. It was the worst because this happened only a couple of days after Beyonce announced that she was pregnant with Blue Ivy. Jay-Z was dragged for filth for cheating on Beyonce again.
Still, folks noticed the chemistry anyway. And according to the gossip columns at the time, Jay later took Corey gambling at the Bellagio Casino. Even there, he made the same request, bring a few friends, so it wouldn't seem like a date. It's almost like he was trying to hide something in plain sight, keeping things low-key while still showing her off in subtle ways. The whole setup sounds way too strategic to be innocent. So word on the street was that just like Claudia Jordan, Cathy had a very specific type. She was open about only dating men with serious money, saying if a guy didn't have a net worth of at least $50 million, she wouldn't even look his way. That means Jay-Z checked every box for her. He was rich, powerful, and exactly her kind of man.
But when people started pressing Claudia to spill what she really knew about Cathy and Jay, she was quick to shut that all down. Claudia flat out denied being close friends with Cathy, saying those rumors were totally false. According to her, she and Cathy White were only acquaintances who hung out a few times back in 2010, nothing deep. Claudia also stressed that during the times they were together, Cathy never once mentioned having any kind of relationship with Jay-Z, and definitely didn't say she was pregnant. Claudia even told people straight up, "We drank, gambled, and played craps in Vegas. No Jay-Z. She was never pregnant around me. I'm so sick of people spreading this story." She didn't stop there. Claudia also mentioned that when Cathy passed away, she was actually dating a guy named Malcolm. But here's where things get sketchy. No one's ever seen or even heard of this mysterious man, Malcolm. No photos, no sightings, nothing. It's almost like he vanished into thin air, which just makes the whole story feel even more suspicious. So at this point, nobody even knows if that mysterious guy Malcolm was the father of Cathy's alleged baby, or if he ever even really existed. Some people think he might have just been a made-up name to cover for somebody else. And here's where it gets even wilder. Rumors started flying that Claudia Jordan was actually spotted at Cathy White's apartment right after the 911 call went out, supposedly cleaning up the place. That's got people seriously side-eyeing her involvement. Then, when photos surfaced showing Claudia getting cozy with Diddy, the internet went crazy. To a lot of people, it suddenly looked like everyone in that circle knew exactly what happened to Cathy that night. The connections just look way too close to ignore. Honestly, the whole situation around Cathy White's death still feels like a complete mystery. But if the whispers are true, we might finally get answers soon. And considering 50 Cent somehow got his hands on never-before-seen footage of Diddy, it wouldn't shock anyone if he's sitting on some major info about Cathy White too. So at this point, nobody even knows who the father of Cathy's alleged baby was, if there was even a baby at all. That mysterious man Malcolm could have been involved, or maybe he wasn't even real. Everything about him feels like smoke and mirrors, and people still can't make sense of it. And get this, rumors started swirling that Claudia Jordan was actually seen at Cathy White's apartment right after the 911 call was made. Some folks claim she might have been there cleaning things up before the police arrived. That's a serious accusation, and if it's true, it adds a whole new level of suspicion to the story. What was she really doing there that night? After that night, everything around Cathy's story got real quiet. Too quiet. People said the whole thing felt like a cover-up, like someone powerful wanted to make sure every loose end disappeared. Reports vanished, witnesses went silent, and suddenly, nobody was asking questions anymore. It's like the world just moved on, but the streets never forgot.
She also had reached out to other people before she passed away and told them that she was in great danger. I personally think that if she hadn't reached out to Jay-Z, then she probably would have never passed. I think if she had just kind of stayed far away from them and just done what she had done, then maybe she would still, be here, whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But being that, it was a threat to him and a threat to Beyonce and their image, and, they're very private people, so they don't want nothing, interfering with that.
Then came whispers that Cathy's phone, laptop, and even her social media accounts were wiped clean within hours of her passing. How does that even happen unless someone's got serious connections? Folks online started pointing fingers, saying the situation smelled like pure damage control, especially with all the names being thrown around, from Jay-Z to Diddy and even Claudia. Some say a few of Cathy's close friends were warned to stay quiet if they knew what's good for them. And after that, not a single one ever spoke publicly again. Coincidence? Maybe. But others think it's a sign that whatever Cathy knew before she died was big, too big. And now, years later, people are still demanding answers, wanting to know who sided her and what secrets she might have taken to the grave. Because no matter how much time passes, the truth always finds a way to come out. And this story still feels far from over. Fast forward to now, and things are heating up all over again. With 50 Cent back in the mix, throwing shots at Jay-Z online, the whole Cathy White situation has sparked fresh attention, and people are connecting dots like never before. Every time 50 posts something shady or hints at hidden secrets, fans flood the comments asking, is he talking about Cathy? It's like the internet's trying to reopen a case that was never properly closed. Some folks believe 50's not just chasing clout. He's trying to expose something that powerful people want buried. And honestly, the timing's suspicious too. With all these high-profile cases popping off in the industry, the pressure's on for more hidden truths to come to light. Could 50 really have the receipts everyone's been waiting for? Meanwhile, conspiracy threads are blowing up online, pulling Beyonce into the drama again. People are questioning if she knew anything back then, or if she was just caught in the crossfire of Jay's messy past. The theories are wild, but one thing's for sure, this story refuses to die down. Fans are demanding that investigators reopen the case around Cathy's death, saying it's too mysterious to ignore. And if 50 keeps talking, who knows what might come out next? Because when he sets his sights on someone, he doesn't stop until the whole world's listening. Now, people are saying this could be the start of something huge. Social media is buzzing with claims that if 50 Cent really decides to drop everything he knows, it could shake the industry to its core. Some even think he's already working on a tell-all documentary, one that'll dig deep into all the old scandals, secret relationships, and maybe even what really happened to Cathy White.
Was it in the ad?
Right.
Because of Jay-Z and them was putting it together. So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
You think you were purposely left out of the ad?
No. I don't think. I think that they were saying the NFL has some issues with me that I don't know what those issues are. Like, what is the issue?
Can you imagine the chaos if that actually drops? Insiders are whispering that 50's been collecting receipts for years, waiting for the right moment to strike. And with how bold he's been lately, calling out top names left and right, it feels like he's gearing up for a major reveal. People say he's not scared of anyone, and honestly, at this point, that sounds about right. But if 50 really goes there, what does that mean for the Carters, for Diddy, for everyone tied to this tangled web of rumors and power? The internet's already in full detective mode, digging through old photos, interviews, and timelines, trying to piece it all together. The wildest part? Every time someone tries to shut down the talk, the story just gets louder. It's like the truth keeps fighting to break free. And if it does, this could go down as one of the biggest scandals the music world's ever seen.
And now, it feels like the tension's about to explode. Fans, bloggers, and even a few insiders are saying 50 Cent's next move could expose more than anyone's ready for. The streets are buzzing that he's been hitting the names, locations, and moments to tie everything together, from Cathy's mysterious death to Jay-Z's secret circles. People are convinced he's sitting on serious proof, and if he speaks, it's gonna be messy. Meanwhile, Beyonce's camp has been quiet. Too quiet. Every time this story picks up steam, they go completely silent online, like they're waiting for the noise to fade. But this time, the noise just keeps growing. Old interviews, suspicious timelines, and photos are being dug up all over again. Folks are saying it's only a matter of time before someone from the inside slips and spills something major. What's got everyone talking now is the rumor that certain media outlets have been paid off to keep these stories buried. Some even claim files related to Cathy's case were lost years ago. But come on, how does something like that just vanish? With 50 back in the spotlight and the internet feeding on every word, it feels like the calm before a storm. And if he decides to finally go all in, this won't just be gossip anymore.
it'll be an industry earthquake.
And numerous tabloids tried to get in touch with Cathy to hear her side of the story. But to everybody's surprise, she passed away less than 24 hours after the pictures hit the internet. Even more suspicious, her social media pages also disappeared after she passed, sparking rumors that she was unalive. People were quick to point fingers at Jay-Z for allegedly putting a hit on her.
Something big's coming, and it's got everyone watching every move he makes. At this point, it's like the whole industry is holding its breath. The energy is wild. Everybody's waiting to see if 50 Cent will actually pull the trigger and drop that bomb he's been teasing. Insiders say he's been moving smart, keeping his cards close while letting little hints slip just to keep everyone on edge. Whatever he's holding back must be serious, because the tension around this story is getting heavier by the day. People online are saying that behind closed doors, some major players in music are nervous. There's talk that lawyers and PR teams are already getting prepared, just in case 50 names names or drops something that can't be erased. The internet's not playing either. Fans are tagging everyone from Rock Nation execs to OG Unit producers, trying to pull more pieces of the puzzle together. And while all this is happening, more strange details keep surfacing about Cathy White's final days. Supposed texts, old voicemails, even screenshots are popping up on forums. Some look sketchy, others feel a little too real. It's almost like the universe is forcing the truth to come out piece by piece. Now everyone's asking the same thing. Will 50 really expose it all, or is he just letting the industry sweat for a while? Either way, the countdown feels real, and when the truth hits, it's gonna shake Hollywood and hip-hop to their very core. And just when people thought the drama couldn't get any deeper, whispers started spreading that 50 Cent's been getting pressure from behind the scenes to stay quiet. Some say certain people in high places have reached out, warning him to back off before things get messy. But if you know 50, you know that man doesn't back down. He doubles down. He's built his whole career on calling out the untouchable, and this situation's no different. Now rumors are flying that he's sitting on proof, emails, messages, maybe even voice notes that could finally connect the dots about Cathy White and everything that went down around her death. People close to the industry claim he's saving it all for something big, like a docuseries or a major tell-all project that's already in the works. Imagine the chaos if he really lets that out.
Nobody could deny was that her death didn't seem natural. The first autopsy report claimed that she had died from a wound to the head, but the second autopsy report claimed that she had suffered an aneurysm and passed away from it. Now, I know that aneurysms can be sneaky and sneak up on you without previous warning, but it does kind of seem sus that the cause of death would change so drastically. I mean, from a physical wound to an aneurysm? Yeah, that's just kind of sketchy.
Meanwhile, fans are eating this up, flooding social media with theories and countdowns, waiting for 50 to post anything. Every cryptic caption, every laugh and emoji, people are dissecting it like clues to a case. And with all this tension boiling up, one thing's clear. Whatever truth 50's holding is powerful enough to shake the game. If he actually speaks, the fallout could be massive. Careers, legacies, maybe even empires could crumble overnight. Now things are getting real. The rumors around 50 Cent's next move have reached a whole new level, and insiders swear that something's about to drop any minute. Whispers say he's already had private meetings with major streaming platforms, Netflix, Hulu, even Prime Video, about a possible expose-style project. Can you imagine the kind of numbers that would pull in? The whole world would tune in just to see who gets named. Meanwhile, Jay-Z's camp is reportedly tightening security and legal coverage, making sure every angle's locked down. People are saying they're not just worried about what 50 might reveal, but about what other folks might start admitting once the floodgates open. The entertainment world runs on secrets, and it feels like 50's sitting right on top of the biggest one yet. Fans online are wild right now, digging through old interviews, screenshots, even old Rock Nation paperwork, trying to match timelines and find any clue that proves Cathy White's story was more than rumor. Every old photo that resurfaces, every small piece of gossip that lines up, it's got the internet on fire. So the question everybody's asking is simple. Is this just hype, or is 50 really about to expose an entire era of hidden scandals? Because if he does, the truth won't just make headlines, it'll change the whole landscape of hip-hop forever.
Now it's starting to feel like we're standing right on the edge of an explosion. People close to 50 say he's been too quiet lately, like he's planning something big behind the scenes. Every post, every silence, every tiny move he makes has fans convinced he's about to drop a truth bomb that'll flip the whole industry upside down. Word is, a few journalists have already been contacted anonymously, getting mysterious tips and files tied to Cathy White's story. Screenshots, old voice memos, even what looks like legal documents are being passed around, but no one knows who's really behind the leaks. Some are saying it's 50 himself testing the waters, while others think someone else from inside the circle is feeding the fire. Meanwhile, Jay-Z's team is moving like clockwork, shutting down stories, flagging posts, and making sure the media doesn't get too loud about Cathy's name. But that just makes people even more suspicious. The harder they try to silence the talk, the louder the rumors get, and fans can feel it. This isn't just gossip anymore. It's turning into a full-blown movement for answers. Everyone's watching, waiting, and refreshing their feeds because they know once the first real piece of evidence drops, everything changes. This isn't just about 50 versus Jay anymore. It's about the truth finally catching up to the powerful.